Okay, everyone, let's just play a little game here. Let's see what's inside these Nintendo Wii. So these are 3 weeks. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We are back with another What Sold video. This is from December, so sales are still pretty good. This is Q4. I know we're behind, like I always say, but just keep that in mind when you're comparing it to where your sales are right now, because if you're in February, I'm almost out of December for these sales, I believe, but it's kind of keep the comparison in check that, these sales were at the end of the last year, so that's why they're a little bit higher than maybe you would expect for some people starting off the new year, because usually January does have a little bit of a slowdown. And I've even experienced that myself. I think I'm somewhere at like 24% or something like that of a decrease since December. So, which is to be expected. It's Q4. People buy a lot more for Christmas. So, obviously, during that time, sales are higher if you have the right product. And then it sometimes decreases if you aren't getting those type of sales as much. So, it's already picking back up for me, though. I am seeing a little bit of an increase here, which is good. And I just want you guys to keep that in mind when you're comparing yourself, because I'm not selling that kind of volume in early January usually. So that's not usually my biggest time of the year. Also, we're going to jump into a little clip about some Nintendo Wii stuff. So take a look at that. And then I'll tune in to the end if you want to see the final part of that video. So thanks, guys. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We are back with the sales for Monday, starting off the week pretty good. I think there's like 10 or 11 sales, maybe 12. I think I have one or two more to show you guys too after this, so we'll see that in the next clip. Starting off, this is a manual from the big manual lot, a 1962 Ford Fairlane 500 shot manual. This one sold a couple days ago, but the buyer finally paid. It was 25 bucks shipped. It was an international buyer going global shipping. This is a 100 Years of Colorado University Football book. There weren't a ton of comps. There was like one that was listed for like 25 or 30 bucks, I think. There wasn't a lot out there, so I listed mine for 20 shipped because it had some wear, and mine actually sold within like 2 weeks, which is pretty good for a book like this. Came out of a big book buy I had from one of my sources. I paid 40 bucks for like 4 boxes of books, and I sold one veterinary manual for like 50 something. I sold that for 20, and then I should have a couple other things sell for 10, 15, 20 bucks, and we'll probably make a couple hundred when it's all said and done. Most of the books, though, were not worth anything. Here's some Dr. Scholl's work shoes. They're new. They look new at least, but I listed them that they had some scuffs and marks on them, as you can see. These were 5 bucks. I bought them while on vacation. I finally sold them for 20 shipped. They just didn't have as great resale as I thought, and the sizing didn't seem to be that popular, so I'm not going to make a ton, but it was worth it. It was like the first offer I had in like almost a year probably on them, so I just wanted them out of here. So that wasn't the greatest buy. This was a retail arbitrage. It was down to $10.48 plus tax on that. I sold it for like 31 shipped, so we'll make a little bit of money. I think I'll go on a padded flat rate with some bubble wrap, and I'll just get the sticker off. I've had 3 of these, so this is the first one to sell. But yeah, $31, and we paid probably a little over 11 when it's all said and done for retail arbitrage. That's not that bad. I'm not an amazing retail arbitrage or anything. I just try to find deals every once in a while, like this. These were some Prana pants. They're brand new. 40-inch waist. They're kind of like an interesting color here. I bought 3 pairs. They were each $10 at either a Marshall's or a Ross or one of those. There were 3 of them, 3 different sizes, 3 different colors, all by Prana. Paid $10 plus tax each. They've all sold for like 35 or more. This one sold for 37 on the best offer. They offered that outright. I just took the offer and got it out of here. But again, I'm not an expert in retail arbitrage, so I don't show you guys a ton of it because I don't do it a whole lot, but there is money to be made. I just found that there's more bad deals that are on clearance than there are good ones. Just got to try to find the good ones. Here's a Bulbasaur, like old Tommy Pokemon toy. I got these from one of our neighbors was having a garage sale, and somehow she got all these Japanese or whatever they are toys. I liked Pokemon at the time, so she gave me a bunch of stuff for working the garage sale, and I paid for some stuff too. And I just decided I'm going to finally sell them off. This sold for 40 shipped just for this little Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur set. So I have a bunch of these, and hopefully the rest will sell too. Now for the media, this is Luis Miguel, 20 Años. This CD was in the big CD lot that I've mentioned before. This sold for 30 shipped by itself, so that was pretty awesome. This is a Marvin Gaye little lot of CDs. There's 6 of them, I believe. You can kind of see them here. These were also from the same CD lot. Most of them individually weren't worth a whole lot. I allotted them together and sold them for 16 shipped. They'll go medium. It won't cost much to ship. We won't make a ton, but it was a way to squeeze a few extra dollars out of the sale, or the deal. So I'm okay with that. Animal Crossing 3DS. This sold for like 19 shipped. This came in a recent buy from Storage Unit Guy. This game always sells well. And this also came from the same buy. These are two Sonic GameCube games. Sonic Gems is the better one, the Gems collection, and Sonic Mega Collection's in here too. These sold for like 21 shipped. You can see this case is all jacked up, but obviously they have PlayStation on here, which is not PlayStation. It's a GameCube case. So I'll take this little paper out here and see if we can clean this up or whatever. I listed them as disc only, but we'll still leave them in here because it has the 2 disc protection in there. But that's that, and then I'll show you guys what else sold. Hey everyone, we're back with the final sales from Monday. Actually, one big one and then one really nice one I'm happy with too. This is a bunch of Xbox 360 games. This is basically what I would consider a wholesale lot. You can see this whole basket's full. There's like 60 or something in there. I don't know. You'll see on the screen. These are all the ones that I buy when I buy from Storage Unit Guy or from bulk buys, and they're just not usually worth selling by themselves. On eBay, either they don't sell for enough, or if they do sell, the sell-through is so slow that I don't want to spend the time listing them. It's my son in the background if you hear him, but he's upset. He's not getting his lunch quick enough apparently. But anyways, all these are going wholesale for like 120 or 30 bucks. Some don't have cases. You can see it has some scratches. That's all in the listing. I do this all the time with PS2, 360, Xbox, Wii, or GameCube if I have enough. Those ones I don't usually come across enough bulk ones. It takes a while, but PS1, same thing. So 100 and something shipped on this. It's actually going to California, so that's where I am. It's not going to cost much to ship it, but even if it did, FedEx, 20 pounds or 20 bucks, 25 bucks, something like that maybe, I don't know, based on weight. It's just more of a way to get rid of all the games and try to make back about $1 a game, and then I'm okay. So that's that. And then the last thing, my battery's dying, is a Boogie Down Productions cassette. By all means necessary. This one sold for 19 shipped. It does have some yellowing to the cartridge or the cassette, but this is from the big cassette buy that we spent 20 bucks on. I think this is the second one to sell, or second or third, so we're already doing pretty well. Hey everyone, we are back with the What Sold update for Tuesday. Pretty good day here. I think there might be 9 sales. I think one more to show you guys. Could be off by 1 or 2, but we have a little bit of time left too, so maybe something else will sell. But a pretty good day, definitely a good mix of stuff. Some stuff that I'm sad to see go just because it means I don't have any more of it, and then some stuff I'm super pumped to get rid of. So the best thing I'm happy to get rid of is all of these PS2 games. So these are 2 of the little food crate things. This one's mostly full. There's a whole layer of discs and then a whole layer of games down there, and then this one is all games in cases. This is stuff I've gotten from Storage Unit Guy when I bought video game stuff, even from my old video game source, stuff that I bought at garage sales in bulk. Just games that for the most part either aren't worth a whole lot or discs aren't in that great shape or what have you. So, or the sell-through is not great. I just think posted in the last clip the 360 stuff that sold. I had listed all these at the same time. This is like over 200 games. Again, some of them a lot of loose discs too. These sold for 250 bucks on a best offer. My goal usually when I sell on a big wholesale sale like this is to try to make $1 per game after my fees. So after shipping, after fees, to walk away with $1 per game. If I can do that, then I know, I did pretty good, because if I'm picking, sometimes I'll pick up games and I'll pay 50 cents a piece, and then if they're worth something, it's great. If not, and I can hopefully make that $1 and still make a little bit of money. So this one I won't do as good because it's going to Texas, so the shipping isn't too bad, but probably will still cost 40, 50 bucks. I'm guessing it's not gonna, might have to do 2 boxes, maybe even. We'll see. We'll break it down and see what the most efficient thing is. But even if we're at 50, even 60 bucks shipping, we're already going to be under $1 a game. So that kind of brings us down. Plus we're going to have the fees. So we might be somewhere between 60 to 80 cents or whatever, depending on the shipping and everything. So it wasn't amazing, but I was just happy to get rid of them. Usually I do a little bit smaller orders of these, like 120 games each. Makes the shipping a little more reasonable. But I'm just happy to get rid of them, and I'll keep doing it this way. Someone probably bought them that has a video game store on eBay or does something. They can resurface this. They can take all this and sell them and get them out of here. So that is awesome. Happy to get rid of it. Santana Moss Redskins jersey. This actually was sold before. You guys may remember in the prior video. This time it sold for 35 shipped. It was returned the first time. I think it was also sold for 35 or 30 shipped, something like that. Person said they just didn't like it. Didn't fit ideal the way they wanted to, so they returned it. I have free returns as part of the game. We don't cry over that. We just move on and relist it, and it sold for 35. Hopefully we'll have no issues. If we do have another issue on it, it might be time just to let this one go. So we'll see. It's going to go, I think, in a padded flat rate, but we'll get that out of here. One of my favorite brands to sell, Cutco. This is a Cutco knife block. Went to an estate sale. They had this for, I think, 10 bucks. But it was half off, so $5. No knives. It did have some little thing that they attached on the side here, so I had to get that off because it was just not going to help the resale value. And I think it's missing, yeah, it's missing one little peg on the bottom. This still sold for 60 shipped, which I thought was a pretty good deal. These big Cutco knife blocks, the more knife slots usually, the better. Obviously, if you can find the knives, you're golden. So remember the name Cutco, look on the knives, study the handles, because if you can find a Cutco handle, that's all you need to know when you're looking in the knife drawer. You'll see the handle, you'll recognize it, and then you can pull it out. You'll know it's a Cutco, and it feels better. It has a certain look to it, and those are the ones that can be worth good money. These are a bunch of like opera, different type of DVDs and stuff. I bought these from my library source that I go to. They were half off. When I was listing these, this is horrible. I was so lazy. I didn't even take all these stickers off. I just listed them and I was like, whatever. I didn't pay $2. I paid half, and I think there's 13 or 12 or something like that. So I paid like whatever that is, 12 bucks, 13 bucks on this, and they sold for a best offer 95 shipped. I've got like 4 lots of these opera DVD. I sold 2 now. I have 2 left. We're going to make a ton of money when it's done. Don't be like me. Take the darn stickers off. They have stickers on the side with the names. That's fine. I'm not going to waste on that, but I should have took the price. That was just lazy. So, but still made the money. I'll probably just leave them like that. I don't know. We might heat them up and pull them off. It just took a lot of time, and I was tired, and I wanted to get them up, and that was not good business practice, so don't do that. TaylorMade. These are little head covers here. This is a sale that I'm sad about. I bought a box of these, plus it had golf spikes for different shoes in there. I paid $5 for the whole box from the source I had, and the golf spikes and everything sold almost right away. And then I was down to these guys, and it took forever to get my first sale of one. But then all of a sudden, like over the past year or so, I've sold through like 30 of them. These are 2 of my last 3, so someone bought them together for 25 shipped, something like that, 24 shipped. I don't know exactly, but they go first class. They're just head covers for TaylorMade clubs, and then I got 1 left that hopefully someone will buy and will be done. So multi-quantity is great because you kind of can list it and forget it for the most part, and it just periodically get those sales, and it was only 1 effort of listing, and then you just pull it, and obviously you know how to ship it because you've shipped it before. It just makes it really smooth, quick, and if it's brand new product like this, it's awesome. So that's been a super blessing. We made a ton of money on that for a $5 buy. Here is a CD. I've been doing more with media, just looking up sealed stuff, scanning it. This one was from Savers. It was, I think, $2.99 or something, but I got it 20% off. This sold for like 16 shipped. This Amy Mann, One More Drifter in the Snow. It is sealed. Again, the person wants it in the box, so we'll just bubble wrap it and put it in a 8x6x4, whatever that box is I have, and then we'll get that shipped out of here, and we'll make some money there. This is an Elf on the Shelf with the Blu-ray. I don't think the Blu-ray comes with it. I just put it in here, but bought these from a friend who was moving. I bought a bunch of stuff from her, paid $100 for everything. It was kind of a way for her to get some money, and I just kind of took everything that was there. Not all of it was really resellable, but a lot of it was. I definitely going to make probably another 100 back when it's all said and done. This guy sold for 28 shipped. No surprise because it's Christmas time. So someone bought that, and I'm happy to hear. I think I have 1 more pack of those left, so hopefully someone will buy it. And lastly, these, you'll see on the screen, I don't want to take them out and don't want to break them or anything, but they're hearing aids. They're Audina hearing aids. I paid 50 cents for these at a garage sale. I've sold about 3 or 4 pairs of hearing aids now. They do really well. This pair, again, paid 50 cents. Took a best offer of 59. I sold them as is. It's actually 2 hearing aids in this one, 1 for each ear. And 59 shipped on these as is for parts. I didn't know if they worked, but I just sold them like this, and someone jumped on it. Every one that I've bought, I've sold as is, and they've all sold for 30 to probably 80 bucks shipped, and some money to be made there. So sorry for the shaky camera work, but yeah, if you can find them, I know it is a little bit maybe on the questionable side for something to pick up, just clean them up, sanitize them, and list them as is, and it might be worth it if you can get them for cheap. You'll probably only find them at estate sales or maybe at a donation to a thrift store. It's probably going to be not the most common thing, but it might be something worth selling. So we'll jump into the next clip. Hello everyone, we're back with the final sales from Tuesday. There's 4 of them, which was pretty cool to have them all go out at the nighttime when I already got back from storage. So I picked them up this morning. We'll get them packed up. These are 2 Martha Stewart craft punches. I probably should take one out for you guys so you can see it, because these ones weren't that great. Didn't break it. No, these ones sold for $23 or something like that. I think I paid like $3 for them at a Savers. They're gonna go on a padded flat rate because they're pretty heavy, but that's an okay buy. It's not amazing. I had bought a couple more that day that did a little bit better, but they look like this. They have different kinds, but you'll kind of tell by this type of like colored plastic. They'll look like this, and they're punches, like you can put paper in there and like punch it down. It'll leave that imprint on there. But the ones to look out for are actually the ones that have Halloween like decoration, like a skull or a witch or like a pumpkin. Those are the ones that I found have done the best. I sold a skull one, I think, for $55 and a pumpkin one for like $60 before. Usually they sell really well like a month or 2 before Halloween. So if you see these do sell, or even in lots you can sell them. But and some other ones are worth money, but definitely look out for the Halloween ones. Those ones do awesome. Here's a Casper PS1 game. You can see that the label or the inside artwork's actually messed up. It's the manual. It's all like warped and stuff, and this case is dirty. I'll try to clean it up a little bit, but I wanted to show in the listing that the outside was actually in poor condition, but the disc is in good shape. That sold for $8 shipped. But again, we'll try to touch it up a little bit, but I let them know that it wasn't that great. Usually I can get about $10 for this game if it's in better shape. Here's a disc here, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. This came in a storage unit buy. There was a bunch of games inside one of those little zipper CD case things where it's just a bunch of sleeves and you put the discs in. I saw this one, knew it sold well, $18 shipped, disc only. And lastly, the Lego Bionicle 8694. This came in the big $1,600 worth of toys and video games. A lot of that's been selling now because we're in Q4. This one sold for $84.99. This one was hard to find. It does have like a little Target sticker there. Was originally on sale for like $6 or something, but it is sealed, and we got $85 shipped for that. And the craziest thing was I had an offer earlier that day for $40 and $45 on this. I sent an offer out of $70 and said that's the lowest I'll go. They declined it immediately, and then someone paid full price. So I guess being greedy worked out that time, so I can't complain. Hey guys, we're back with a little what's inside these Nintendo Wiis here. It's always fun to see what you get inside video game systems. Sometimes you find a really good game or something at least you could sell, like a Wii Sports or a Mario Kart. A lot of times you find, games that are complete trash, or you find nothing. So I'd probably say most of the time I find nothing, but these came from a storage unit buy from Storage Unit Guy. Spent $600 in that buy. It's a lot of stuff. I actually think I probably overpaid a little bit, but I'm finding more and more stuff, and that makes me happy. But these were in there. Let's hope there's something inside. So just for fun, pause the video or tell me what your guess is. This part, we'll actually see what shows up in the end here to see if any of you were right. So you guys should see that next. Okay, guys, and here we are. Hopefully you enjoyed the what sold, but now we're back with what's inside the Wii. So this is what you guys were all here for, I'm sure. Nintendo Wii number 1. Oh, there is a disc. Ooh, nice. New Super Mario Brothers Wii. That's definitely sellable in very good condition. So I would consider that a success. So let's unplug this here. Bear with me, guys. Sorry for the camera work. My camera crew's not here because it's just me. I don't have one. Okay, the Wii number 2. A disc. 101 Wii party games. Well, that's my fingerprint smush there. I've never even heard of that game, honestly, so I'm not sure if it's worth anything. Probably not, but maybe it is. But it was in good shape. And let's check the last Wii. And again, we just have the power cord hooked up here in the back, guys. And can we go 3 for 3? Yes. What are the chances? Another... Oh, this one's a little scratch, though. Another Super Mario Brothers Wii. Cool. This one is a little bit scratched. You can kind of tell there, but probably still playable, honestly. But we'll test it out. But We went through. I think I probably got more good discs here than I ever have in all the Wii's I've ever opened. Little thing though, guys, these Wii's do sell pretty well with the GameCube ports. I usually get about $30 each for these. You gotta test them out, make sure they work. I sell them if they don't have these little flaps here. I'll sell them missing, and they'll still sell for the same $30. So pretty good there. And then plus we at least have one. This game will definitely sell. I'm not sure about this, and we'll test this one out, but should be able to make some extra money there.